Kaysha, would you ever live in Africa permanently? First of all, it depends what country, and it depends. It depends if I can have a better life than here. Listen, I left France, right, which is a rich country, to go to Portugal, which is poorer than France. And but I was looking for quality of life, for a better place to raise a family, in my opinion, and yeah, to live by the sea, etc., etc. So I could move to Ghana, I could move to South Africa, I could move to Kinshasa, Congo, I could move to Brazzaville, I could move to Abidjan, Ivory Coast. I could move to Swaziland or Morocco. Like, there's so many places. Like, there's 55 or 56 countries in Africa, and so many cities. Like, you could live in Yaoundé, Douala. You could live in Ouagadougou. You could, like, it just depends the type of life you want and the things you need. I got things that, to me, that are DJ Gellas, what up, my brother? I have things for me that are thank you so much, brother. What you mean you next door? What do you mean? Are you in Lisbon? So I believe that to live in a country, you have to do the list of the 5 things that are the most important for you. Personally, before moving to Portugal, so 4 years before moving, so 2008, I remember having a conversation with Nelson Freitas, and we were talking about moving here. I was like, hey, I think I'm going to move. And he was like, oh, I was thinking about this as well. I'm trying to convince my wife, etc., etc. He was living in Rotterdam at the time. I was living in Paris. And so personally, on my list of somebody who's raising a daughter, and who is constantly hopeful of the security of my family, right? I need security. Security is number one. Like, the neighborhood I live. Oh, Daniel, merci beaucoup. Thank you so much for 20 euros. You might have become the stream royalty. Merci, Daniel. Bisous. So, I believe that, as I was saying, security for me. I remember when I was looking for cities, I was looking for São Paulo. I love São Paulo. But every time I was turning on TV, there was like a murder. There was somebody stole something. I was like, what's wrong with this country? But the neighborhood where I was great, right? So, but I got a little, when it comes to Brazil, the security aspect was a little. So, same thing for the US. I love Miami. I was thinking, maybe, I could do a month in Miami here and there, etc. But same thing. The US, I don't feel secure in the US. Canada, the weather, hell no. Like, when it's the winter, I can't. I really loved Bangkok. But Bangkok, to me, at that time, was the distance. I believe that if my career was where it is now, because you have to understand, 10 years ago, when I would even say, let me go back 12 years ago, when I'm really 2 years in thinking about it. Because me, I'm like this. I want to do something. I'm just going to say, I wish I could move to this new country, right? And then for the next few years, it's just gonna be, oh, Emery, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Emery. So I was saying, my head will be in autopilot for years, thinking about all the reasons why some countries, and I'm just gonna prepare myself. But 12 years ago, the revenue I make online versus the revenue I do in shows. 12 years ago, I was probably making from online, I was probably making from YouTube plus selling music online. I was making, I don't know, maybe 2000 a month. So it was enough to pay for rent and to have, to live okay in a lot of countries. But I still needed to do at least 2 shows to be good in every month. And so Thailand would be too far from work, because at that time work was making shows more than the internet. I was making more money doing shows than the internet, but I was working on it. I was working on where I'm today. Today, I don't need to do shows. I refuse shows all the time. If the price is not right, if people want to pay me or people start wanting to negotiate to pay for a small price, usually I tell them, okay, I'm not interested because I can't. But back then, 14 years ago, when I was thinking about it, the Bangkok was way too far for from shows. So I needed to be not too far from where I do a lot of shows, which was Portugal, France, Belgium, Switzerland. And then after that, I would do also shows in Africa, shows in the US. But the places where I would do shows like every week were really around Paris, a radius of, I would say 500 kilometers around Paris. So that's why I didn't go Bangkok. But if it was today, where I make now 10 times what I was making, or maybe not, but 5 to 6, 7 times what I was making online. Now I make every day. I make a lot of money every day just from Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, all the content that I have. So today, if I didn't have kids, I didn't have a wife, if I was exactly like the me of today with the money I have today. But 10 years ago, I probably would have moved to Bangkok, because I would have been able to do all I'm doing here, but from Bangkok. I love this city. Like, it's vibrant. It's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of sky bars. There's a lot of high rises. Like, I love this type of city. And maybe from Bangkok, I would have been in Bangkok. I would have lived in one of those high rises in Bangkok, on the 30th or 20th floor, like, because at that time I remember for like $1,000 a month in Bangkok, you had like luxury. I would have a 3-bedroom, huge apartment, 100 to 200 meters square in a good location, and you could just live there. So I probably would have done that. But Portugal was the best solution for all the things I was thinking. So, one, security. To me, security, like any place where I don't feel secure or I don't feel like my kids are secure, I can't. Portugal is actually the 6th safest country in the world. The price, how much it costs to live somewhere, is important as well. I'm in Lisbon. I live in one of the the most expensive neighborhoods of Lisbon, and the price I pay for a 100 meter square is the same price I used to pay in Paris for a 50-meter square. So, and I'm gonna upgrade soon to something way bigger. But the what it costs here compared to somewhere else, yo, listen, yeah. So the price, very important. Third, of course, internet. Like, if I make nowadays, I think I probably do 1 or 2 shows a year only. So 99% of my money comes from the internet. So if I don't have a good internet connection, I can't do my show. I can't upload videos on YouTube. I remember in Paris, when I was in Le Pré Saint-Gervais, those guys were not upgrading their lines, the copper lines for the Wi-Fi, the internet. Uploading a YouTube video of a vlog of 10 minutes, I had to do it at night, and I would do it at 2 a.m. and hope that when I wake up in the morning, my video was uploaded. Here in Portugal, I have a 200 gigabit. If I omit, listen, I don't remember what's the name of thing, but download is super fast. I think downloading a gigabyte here takes a few minutes, and uploading a 1 gigabyte video takes like a minute or two. So this is something that matters. I would say that a fast internet connection is, to me, super important, and that is reliable. Electricity, listen. My mom has this huge house in Congo, and sometimes she doesn't have electricity for a full day because of, I don't know, because of people not doing their job properly. And like, nah, this I can't. Like, unless I install a full solar array and make sure that my house is on green energy and I have a battery powered and I can stay like 5 days without electricity, but I'm gonna be powered by the sun and my batteries, and I'm good. I can't. What else do I need? I need to love the city as well. I need to love the architecture. I need to love the people as well. I think like who you have around you is important as well. So it really is like, I have some cousins. They left Belgium for Congo and they love it. And I have other cousins. They left Belgium for Congo and they hate it. Like they realize that it's not for them. And you have to understand that it might not be for you. So you have to really find what are the top 5 things you need before you move to another place. I mean, I believe you lived in Australia back then. And when you decided to move to Canada, you probably weathered... you probably ask yourself what was the best, you have to do a comparison of the both worlds and decide what is better for you, like living like the beach life in Australia or Sydney or one of these cities, or going from Crocodile Dundee to the Yeti. Like, it's a big difference. So, but I know that personally, the move from France to Portugal, I never had any regrets. Never. Now that I've been here 10 years, I wouldn't say that I would move again to somewhere else. I don't see myself moving. But if I had to move, I probably would go to Bangkok or Pattaya or Koh Samui. Maybe not. It's too much of a vacation island, so I would be bored at a point. But in Bangkok, yeah. But the thing is this, like when you have a small kid, you also have to think about their education and stuff. So it's different. You cannot like do those selfish choices again, because if when you have to move your whole family, it changes everything for everybody. So for now, yeah, I'm good here. I'd like to live in a place with one, good weather. Yep, I got this. Good healthcare. Oh, listen here, amazing. Affordable cost of living. Yep. For safety, me, I put safety first. And good internet. Yeah, to me, like safety, good internet. I would say the same thing, but I would put safety first, affordable cost of living two, good internet three, healthcare, of course, four, and good weather. And quality of life, I would just say quality of life instead of good weather. The quality of life is important. Like, I'm here, like days go slow. I'm good. I'm gonna do my thing. I release music, but I'm still, I think it's important.